What's up, guys? I thought I would do a quick video here. Been busy all week. Did not have time to make a video for this, but we got to know at least 9, I think, of the starlights that are going to be coming out in Crystal's Revenge here. And so first thoughts, 9 starlights, right? That's way more than we thought. I mean, typically it's 2 for these side sets. The Brothers of Legend set last year had 2. I think that was the first set that had starlights outside of the main sets, but I could be wrong. So 9 is definitely a shocker, especially when the main sets have 5, and I am happy with that. Although there is some criticism to be had. So the good thing is 9 total starlights. You would assume that the pull ratio, the pull rates, you should be able to get a starlight, right? However, knowing Konami and knowing the track record from Magnificent Mavens, even, for example, because that one had about 18 different Pharaoh rares compared to King's Court that had only 3. King's Court ratios was about 1 per case. Not so much for Magnificent Mavens. It was really, really low, actually. There were some cases I didn't even see a starlight, and a case was about $400. I personally opened up a case that didn't have a starlight, and then I opened up 2 displays, and I got a Pharaoh's rare in each one. So the ratios are just out of whack, and that's something Konami really needs to fix, personally, in my opinion. However, the fact that there are more starlights is pretty good. So now, are the starlights good in this set? And this is all my opinion, guys. I think the Exodia stuff is really good. You can see here we're gonna get all 5 pieces of Exodia in starlight, and that's going to be pretty great. I think the OCG had this or got this about, it was either this year or last year. Now, we are not getting the blue eyes. I might pull a picture up here at the end, but we're not getting the blue eyes, and that is actually okay in my book, and I'll kind of explain why. But moving on here to the other starlights, I don't like Access Code personally, just because he's like just a boss monster, right? Like a generic boss monster. I also don't like Yada. However, if they're trying to make like a nostalgia bait for Yada and then something for the meta players, I guess the full armor master, I think, is what's on the left, bottom left here. Let's zoom in here. I'm pretty sure, yeah, armor master. Really, really bad with names, guys, but I got it. I powered through it, and I'm okay with that one too, but I think Konami's dropping the ball in the main sets. Darkwing Blast did not have a reprint for a Blackwing card as a starlight. Usually the trends are that you get a reprint in the main set. For example, we had this in Burst of Destiny, right? Where the nostalgia bait card was Stratos. However, they also fucked that up because DPE was not a starlight. And that's what I was complaining about with Power of the Elements, because now the nostalgia bait became DPE, even though DPE should have been a starlight in its own set. That's kind of where I'm going with the Armor Master here, because this card should have been a starlight in Darkwing Blast instead of, I think we just got a whole bunch of waifus, and that don't seem to sell that much. I mean, we had, I think, one of the ninja chicks as a starlight, which could have just been Armor Master, and we could have not have put Armor Master in here, essentially, and it would have freed up a slot. That's the only criticism with Armor Master. Other than that, it makes sense. There are a lot of Darkwing or Blackwing cards in this set, so it makes sense. I get it, but that's my only gripe. I think Konami's just kind of retarded in the sense that they don't have patterns with what they choose to make high rarity, right? It's just a clusterfuck. Pretty retarded. But the Super Poly is really great. The only criticism is that now it's a really high rarity. I didn't see it being either a secret rare or an ultra rare in the set. Although it might be. I mean, Access Code, I think Armor Master was also in there. Yada was definitely in there. But the 5 pieces of Exodia were not anywhere in the set as ultras or secret rares. So that's kind of what worries me a little bit, because Super Poly is getting expensive, guys. Moving on here, we're going to see if there are any cards that Duel Daddy's analysis, his little breakdown photo missed, but I don't think so, guys. I think because of the openings that we had last week, We got everything. Or were the openings this week or last week? Man, I was real busy, guys. I kind of lost track of all semblance of time. But I mean, I don't think so. Everything looks about kosher here. Yeah, all Armor Master was an alt. I think it was an alt. No, he was a secret rare, I think. And then, it would have been nice to get Toon Blackluster Soldier as a Starlight, just because I kind of want to see what he looks like. But that's more of a guilty pleasure than anything. Let's see. Also, Utopic Draco Future. Just again for my it's my preference in that one. But they do list Super Poly here, but they also list Exodia. So I really hope Super Poly is either a secret or an ultra, just to get it more accessible to people, because it is the cheapest option, guys. Is like $10 currently. Not affordable at all. All right, guys. So this is the blue eyes that people wanted in the set. This is the only photo I can think of. Maybe there's an eBay listing or something, but this is my copy. I put it on Instagram there for you guys. If you want to go follow. It's all right. It's all cool. It's all Gucci. This card was in the OCG, and if you are aware or like have a keen eye, you would notice that its name is in English, not Japanese, and so is its not effect, but his little lore there, and that is because they. Even though it is a Japanese card, it is from the OCG. It has it has English wording, and that is awesome. The other thing is too that it looks really derpy because its name is in all caps, which is I don't know. It really adds something to it. It kind of seems like someone mistranslated, or yeah, we'll go with mistranslated it, and it kind of feels really really cool. Even the lore here, super rare card, the highest attack and defense card, too difficult to get. I like how weird it is, and having this in the TCG, I don't know. I think it'll kind of make it less. This card is cringy as fuck, just with the wording and stuff like that, and it'll lose its cringe factor. The only way I can see or would want this to be in Crystal's Revenge is if they did the inverse, where it's an English set and then everything is in Japanese. That would be fucking awesome, actually. But those are my opinions, guys. Let me know what your favorite Starlight is. We do have some weird choices by Konami. They don't have a theme. They don't have a pattern. If you really, the closest pattern that I can see is like DM competitive somewhat with or ban list cards that have been on the ban list for a long time, with Yada and the 5 pieces of Exodia. Super Poly maybe to some extent. I think it was limited for some time, but other than that, there's like no theme, and that kind of sucks. But that's really the only gripe, the biggest gripe that I have. Let me know. Actually, I do have one more. I was reading my comment here, and yeah, in a set called Crystal Revenge, we don't have Rainbow Neos, we don't have a Rainbow Dragon, we don't have Rainbow Dark Dragon, we don't have Rainbow Over Dragon. All 4 of them should have probably been included, maybe not Rainbow Over Dragon, as Starlights. And really, that is unfortunate. Hopefully, there are some things left out on the database here, but it's doubtful, guys. It's doubtful. That's for sure the video, though, guys. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's Friday. Go have fun. I will do the same. Have a good one, guys.